PBS 39 presents Scholastic Scrimmage, a weekly program featuring teams from area high schools and a contest of quick recall. Support for Scholastic Scrimmage is provided by members of PBS 39 and by
The people of Air Products feel privileged to bring this programming to you. By supporting education and the arts, Air Products strives to improve the quality of life here in the Lehigh Valley, where we call home.
Your host for Scholastic Scrimmage is Dr. Karen Walton, Provost of Sales University.
Welcome to the 33rd year of Scholastic Scrimmage. I'm Karen Walton, and I'm delighted to be your host. Air Products is a proud sponsor of Scholastic Scrimmage and will present scholarship awards to the two final schools at the end of the season. Let's meet the teams. From Freedom High School, Mark Newman, a junior, Justin Silvestri, a sophomore, Captain Tim Yale, a junior, Scott Mellon, a junior, and their coach Eileen Bauer, English and history teacher. From Parkland High School, a team of all seniors. Stephen Liu, Captain Alex Rosen, Taylor Archibald, Greg Scatini, and their coaches Scott Levan, physical education teacher, and Ann Arnold, learning support teacher. The judges for today's contest are Carly Roxandich, Sally Campbell, and Stephanie Drunkenmiller. We understand the rules, so let's begin the contest with a toss-up in world geography. The coldest temperature ever recorded occurred on which continent? Freedom Scott?
Antarctica.
It was negative 129 degrees Fahrenheit. And your bonus, the hottest temperature ever recorded.
It's not Death Valley.
Tim?
Africa.
It was North America in Death Valley, 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Toss-up in grammar. Define homograph. Parkland Alex?
A homograph is a word that sounds the same as another word, but it has a different meaning.
We will accept that. And for your bonus, give 3 definitions of the word B-O-W. No partial credit given.
In front of a ship. Something you wear in your hair.
And a bow.
To the action of bowing down.
Alex?
It can mean the front of the ship, an article of clothing worn in the hair, or the action of bowing from the or bending from the waist.
Bending from the waist. All right, we will accept those. Yes. Toss up in U.S. history. What First Lady is known for having restored the White House? She won an Emmy for her televised tour of the renovated Executive. Frida Mark?
Jacqueline Kennedy.
Your bonus, name the Greek shipping tycoon.
Aristotle Onassis.
Whom it must be answered by your captain, who must
Aristotle Onassis.
chime in. Kim?
Aristotle Onassis.
Is correct. Toss up in algebra. The sum of two numbers equals their product. If one number is 3, what's the other number? Freedom Scott?
1.5.
Bonus. What is the base 10 equivalent of the binary number on the monitor, which is 1100100? Freedom Tim?
100.
Is correct. Toss up in world history. In 1921, Dr. Frederick Banding and Charles Best made one of the most significant advances in medicine, enabling using a pancreatic extract. What drug, Parkland Stephen,
Insulin.
were they able to create? And your bonus. As insulin has been a lifesaver to diabetics, cryoprecipitate is a drug that has been made a long life free from pain and crippling, possible for sufferers of what other disease of the blood? Prince Alexei, the last crown prince of the Romanovs, had this disease.
Is it anemia or hemophilia?
Alex?
Hemophilia?
Yes, science. In 1569, this Flemish geographer, cartographer, and mathematician produced a map that was greatly used by navigators. In it, all parallels and meridians are straight lines that intersect at right angles. Name this map maker. Freedom Justin,
Mercator.
and your bonus. Explain the main problem that arises with representation of the world on the Mercator map.
Sizes are distorted.
Enlarge the, yeah.
Yes, size.
Like the Greenland is enlarged and stuff.
Tim?
There's a size distortion.
That is correct, the distortion of size. Toss up in British literature. On December 29th, 1170, knights loyal to what English king murdered Archbishop Thomas à Becket? Henry II, algebra, paper and pencil. Write in factored form the binomial whose expansion is 8 plus 12x plus 6x squared plus x cubed. It is x plus 2 quantity cubed. Let's go to a toss-up in U.S. geography. Many states have named different cities to serve as their capitals. What is the current capital city of the state with former capitals Augusta and Macon? Frida Mark,
Atlanta. Georgia.
yes. And for your bonus, the capital city of West Virginia has alternated between Wheeling and its current capital. Name West Virginia's capital city.
I don't know.
It's Charleston. Toss-up in art, multiple choice. Bronze sculptures, like the one on the monitor, are made using a process in which liquid bronze is poured into molds, allowed to harden, and then ejected to make a fabricated part. Which of the following terms most appropriately describes this process? Is it 1, molding, 2, carving, or 3, casting? Parkland Taylor,
Casting.
your bonus. On the monitor is a sculpture of Praxiteles, the greatest of the Attic sculptors of the 14th century BCE, of the 4th century BCE. Which god or goddess was he honoring in this sculpture?
Aphrodite.
What goddess?
Yeah. What goddess did you say? Venus, Aphrodite, which one?
Okay.
Aphrodite.
Alex
Aphrodite?
is correct. World history. Scholars place this Chinese philosopher's birth between 600 and 300 BCE. He is credited as the founder of the philosophical school of Taoism. Name him. Frida Mark,
Confucius.
Parkland, Stephen,
Lao Tzu.
for your bonus. According to tradition, before Lao Tzu disappeared into the western desert at the end of his life, he recorded his philosophy in a book called the Tao Te Ching, the second most commonly translated book after the Christian Bible. What is the English translation of this book?
The way? Just the way, or
Just the way, or is the way of nature?
way of nature, or just the way? I'm going with just the way.
Okay.
Alex?
The way of nature.
The judges will not accept that. The Book of the Way and its virtue. I heard you chattering about all of those terms, but we cannot accept it. But congratulations for your knowledge anyhow. American literature. While he is regarded as one of the most important American essayists, this author is also well known for the popular children's books, Stuart Little and Charlotte's Web. Name him. Frida Mark.
E.B. White.
Bonus. White revised a little book by his former professor, William Strunk, Jr., which consists rhetoric. Name this little book, helpful to thousands of high school and college students with its 11 rules of usage, 11 principles of composition, a few matters of form, and a list of commonly misused words and expressions.
The writer's handbook, maybe. I'm not sure. The writer's handbook. Yeah, say it.
Tim?
The writer's handbook.
The Elements of Style, Strunk and White. a writer's Bible. Toss up in U.S. history. At the present time, how many amendments does the U.S. Parkland Taylor?
27.
Bonus, which amendment to the U.S. Constitution provides for direct election of senators by the people rather than their election or appointment by a state legislature? Alex?
17th.
Yes. Science. What is the name of the irregular layer above the photosphere where the temperature rises from about 6,000 to 20,000 degrees centigrade? Freedom, Tim?
The thermosphere.
Parkland? Alex?
Stratosphere.
Chromosphere. Mathematics. The probability that an event will occur is 0.54. What is the probability that the event, Freedom, Tim,
0.46.
will not occur is 0.46. Bonus, a pair of dice is tossed. What is the probability that the sum of the faces is at least 11? Tim?
1/12.
Is correct, and your toss-up next is in vocabulary. The following phrases are examples of what literary device? Idiot savant, genuine, Freedom, Justin,
Oxymoron.
oxymoron, and for your bonus, define oxymoron.
A statement that contradicts itself.
Tim,
A statement that contradicts itself.
I'd be... The judges will not accept that as an answer, a pair of contradictory or incongruous terms. Toss up in science. In the 19th century, this Scottish mathematician and physicist published a mathematical theory concerning the formulation of electricity and magnetism. He also showed that these equations implicitly require the existence of electromagnetic waves. Who is he? Who was he? Parkland Taylor.
Coulomb.
Over to Freedom. Tim.
Max Planck.
No, James Maxwell. It is halftime. The halftime score is Freedom 110, Parkland 80. Excellent contest. It's going to be tight in the second half, too. In the first round, we asked the students to tell us something about their family, so let's begin with Freedom. Mark.
My mom is a stay-at-home wife, and she also works at Michael's Arts and Crafts, and my father is a vice president of his company, an engineering company, and I have a younger brother who's 12 years old.
Thank you. Justin.
My mom's an accountant and a realtor, and my dad, I'm not sure what he does. He's a manager for something in Verizon in New Jersey, and I have two brothers. One is older, 16 years old, and one is really small. He's just 4 years old. His name is Danny.
Thank you. Tim.
My dad, he works for a very small marketing company. My mom is a musician. She plays the viola. I have an older sister who is 17 and a younger brother who I believe is 12.
Thank you. Better get it right for 10 points. Scott?
My dad is an attorney. My mom is a homemaker, and my sister is a freshman at the University of Delaware.
Thank you. Over to Parkland. Stephen.
My dad's an engineer at Aguirre, and my mom works at Lehigh Valley Hospital, and I have a 5-year-old brother.
Thank you. Alex?
My father is a physician. My mother is a homemaker, and I have a younger brother and a younger sister.
Thank you. Taylor?
My father is an electrical engineer at Aguirre, and my mother is a registered nurse.
Greg?
My mother is an elementary school counselor, and my father is a physician.
Alex, are you just not taking any chances at the ages of your siblings? Is that it?
No, my brother is 16, my sister is 13.
Okay, good. Let's continue with the toss-up in world literature. There were 3 monstrous women who had huge teeth, great claws, scaly bodies, and snakes for hair. They were known collectively as what? Freedom, Scott?
The Gorgons.
Bonus? Perseus slew the most famous of the Gorgons. What was her name?
Medusa.
Tim?
Medusa.
Toss-up in algebra. What number, when added to 1/4 of itself, equals 45? Parkland, Alex?
36.
Bonus, paper and pencil. 11 times a number is increased by 10, and the result is 14 times the original number less 5. Let's find the original number.
5/3. Yeah.
Alex?
5/3.
It is 5. Next toss-up is in current events. Who was recently elected as the new U.S. Senator for Pennsylvania? Parkland Stephen?
Bob Casey.
And your bonus. Who was elected the governor of Pennsylvania? Alex?
Ed Rendell.
Biology, multiple choice. In a logistics growth curve, exponential growth is the phrase in which the population A reaches carrying capacity, B grows quickly and few are dying, C growth begins to slow down, or D growth stops. Freedom Scott?
B.
And your bonus. What is the term for the largest number of individuals that a given environment can support?
No, it's like limiting something. It's limit. Maybe that.
Tim?
Limiting capacity.
Carrying capacity. The next toss-up is in world geography. Which two bodies of water join at the Strait of Gibraltar? Parkland Stephen?
The Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea.
Your bonus, the Strait of Gibraltar is located between one country in Africa and one country in Europe. Name those two countries, no partial credit given.
Morocco.
Alex?
Spain and Morocco.
Toss-up in British literature. Name this anti-utopian novel in which a scientifically controlled world mass produces test tube babies, in which John, the savage, is brought from the reservation to London, where each person belongs to a prescribed caste, and in which the world is controlled by alphas and epsilons, or the slaves. Frida Mark?
Animal Farm.
Parkland? Alex?
A Brave New World.
Bonus. Who is the author of Brave New World?
Is it? Yeah.
Alex?
Huxley.
Is correct. Toss up in mathematics. What is the sum of sine squared 19 plus cosine squared 19? Bonus. If the sine of an angle is negative and the angle is less than 270 degrees, in which quadrant is the angle?
The second quadrant. Third.
If it's negative, it has to be one of these.
Alex?
Third.
Is correct. Toss up in world history. What is the general and more acceptable term for Eskimos? The group of culturally? Parkland Taylor?
Inuits.
Bonus. The Inuit traditionally practiced a form of religion in which all things have a form of spirit. The religion was guided by a medicine man or psychotherapist. What is that religion?
Shamanism. I don't know. Is that a religion?
Alex?
Shamanism.
Is correct. Toss up in science. How does a meteoroid differ from a meteor? Freedom Scott.
One has hit the earth and one is.
Judges? Will not accept that. It goes over to Parkland Taylor.
Meteor is where it's falling from the sky, and then meteoroid is when it's still in space.
I believe the judges will not accept that, but I'll wait for an answer. They will not accept that. A meteoroid is the stony metallic material that travels through space. A meteor is the trail of vapor behind the meteoroid. The next toss-up is in music. Scales are the backbone of music. There are many different types of scales, including major and minor scales. Name the three forms of minor scales. Parkland Stephen?
Natural, melodic, and harmonic.
Are correct. Your bonus for 5 points each. What is an interval?
The step between two notes.
Yeah.
Alex?
The distance between two notes.
And which intervals are greater than an octave?
Any interval. Greater than 8.
Yeah.
Alex?
Any interval that is greater than 8.
Will you repeat for the judges?
Any interval that is greater than 8.
They will not accept that. Compound intervals. is the term. Your answer is correct, but not acceptable under the circumstances. Next toss-up is in mathematics. Consider this question about an inverse trigonometric function. Give the domain and range of the inverse sine function. Parkland Taylor?
The domain is -1 to 1 closed, and the range is -infinity to infinity.
Over to Freedom. Tim?
The domain is -1 to 1 closed, and the range is all real numbers.
That is incorrect. The domain is -1 to 1 closed, and the range is -π/2 to π/2 closed. Let's go to a toss-up in U.S. history. Name the woman, called the mother of the Civil Rights Movement, whose arrest on December 1st, 1955 marked the beginning. Parkland Stephen.
Rosa Parks.
Your bonus for 5 points each. In what city and state did Rosa Parks defy the law by refusing
Montgomery,
to...
Alabama. Yeah.
Alex?
Montgomery, Alabama.
Toss-up in chemistry. In 1860, Emperor of France to investigate the process of wine fermentation. Freedom Mark.
Louis Pasteur.
In the 1850s, Louis Pasteur debunked the widely accepted myth that some life forms arise spontaneously from non-living matter. What name was given to this myth?
Spontaneous generation.
Tim?
Spontaneous generation.
Toss-up in world literature. On the monitor is a New Yorker cartoon showing a sand sculpture, which recalls an epic battle fought between what two entities? Freedom Mark.
The Trojans and the Greeks.
And your bonus. According to Homer's Iliad, how did the Trojan horse enable the Greeks to sack?
They got inside the walls.
Tim?
They present it as a gift and hid inside it to get inside the walls.
Next toss-up is in world geography. Less than 1/4 of the land of the largest country in Europe is actually in Europe. Name? Freedom Scott.
Russia.
Bonus. In what city is the smallest country in Europe located?
Vatican.
No, but it's Rome. It's in Rome.
Oh, then yeah.
Tim?
Rome.
Toss-up in mathematics. Which equation on the monitor is not a linear equation? The first is Parkland Taylor.
A.
Bonus, multiple choice. A line that rises as we move from left to right across the x-axis has what kind of slope? Positive, negative, 0, or undefined?
Positive slope. Positive.
Alex?
Positive slope.
Toss-up in U.S. geography. The Gulf of Mexico is sometimes called America's third coast. Which Texas city is the largest metropolitan area on the Gulf of Parkland Taylor?
Galveston.
Over to Freedom. Largest metropolitan area on the Gulf of Mexico. Justin.
Houston.
Bonus. The 5 states bordering the Gulf of Mexico are collectively known as... Texas is one of those states. Name the other 4 Gulf states. No partial credit given.
Florida and Mississippi.
Yeah.
And Florida.
Yeah.
Plus.
Tim.
Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida.
Correct. Toss-up in U.S. geography. Kenai Fjords National Park is the home of the Harding Ice Field, glaciers, and a rainforest. It is located on the Kenai Peninsula of what state? Freedom Mark.
Alaska.
Bonus. Muir Glacier is part of the dramatic display of ice in Glacier Bay National Park located near the capital city of Alaska. Name the capital city.
Juneau.
Is correct. Toss-up. Chemistry. The symbol for what element in the periodic table comes from the Latin word plumbum? Parkland Stephen.
Lead.
Bonus. For 5 points each, answer these 2 questions about lead. First, what is the atomic number of lead?
Is it 84?
Alex.
84.
82. Second part, what characteristic of lead makes it useful as a shield against X-ray and gamma ray radiation?
Density.
That's your just trying to
Go.
Alex.
It's density.
Correct. Toss-up in American literature. In Shouts and Murmurs column for The New Yorker, Larry Doyle parodies a number of well-known works for his piece entitled How Fred Flintstone Got Home, Got Wild, and Got a Stone Age Life. What famous poem is Doyle? Freedom Scott.
No response.
The contest is over. The final score is Freedom 220, Parkland 245. Two absolutely superb teams, 8 wonderful contestants. Thank you, Freedom, for being with us. We wish the seniors good luck in college and hope to see the rest of the team again next year. Parkland, you'll be back for a second round in April when you'll meet Palisades High School or Pius X High School, the winner of next week's contest. I'm Karen Walton. Thank you for being with us. Have a great day.
Support for Scholastic Scrimmage is provided by members of PBS 39 and by
The people